back to Linda's Pantry, and apparently you guys want to see a buttermilk biscuit recipe. This is a simple way to do things, and really you can't go wrong. Buttermilk biscuits are delicious, and I'm making this to go along with that pot of soup back there. And if you want to see that recipe, it's a delicious chicken orzo soup, and I'll put a link up in the upper left hand corner of this video so you can go check that out as well. And that's where I said if you want to see this recipe. Okay, enough said. Go check the links below, give me a thumbs up, share it on your Facebook page, and let me tell you what's in here. I've got 2½ cups of all-purpose flour. And in that all-purpose flour, I also have 4 teaspoons of baking powder, a 1.5 teaspoons of Himalayan pink salt that I ground up, and a 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. So I've also got a stick of butter that I almost froze it solid. Grate it on your box grater on the large setting, and then put all this back in the refrigerator. So you don't have to do that pastry cutter thing. Isn't that fantastic? You're just going to take this fork and get it all kind of combined. Everything is really cold. The flour, everything was in the refrigerator. So you're going to combine all this, and then here comes the hard part. We're going to have to pour buttermilk. And we want a cup of buttermilk. Cold buttermilk. Oh. And buttermilk is so good. It's low fat, and I had exactly a cup. Super. So this kind of comes together. If you feel like it's too dry, you can add a little cold water, and I do have some here. But it's just about time to get your hands dirty. Sorry. You're going to have to do it, right? Okay. Get some flour on your hands, just to kind of protect them a little bit. And boy, did I wear the wrong color. I'm going to end up with flour everywhere. So you just get this worked in, and when you feel like you can kind of hold it together, you're ready. This is going to take a little bit more water or buttermilk. I don't have any more buttermilk, and I didn't think I was going to have quite enough. So put a couple tablespoons in there and see what happens. And then we're going to turn this out onto this parchment paper, and that just keeps my counters clean. You know, I don't mind doing it on the counter, but I'm going to roll it out on the counter. So let me bring you back when we're doing that. Okay. I am ready. We're going to go ahead and turn our dough out. And you want it where it holds together, but that's about it. You just want it where you can actually make a dough ball, and that's just perfect. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And then I don't need it anymore. I don't want my dough to get tough. I just want it to be able to roll out. So I try to push it together to make a disc, and I've got my floured rolling pin, and I'm floured pretty good. And then the nice thing about parchment is I can just turn it on my counter, and my granite countertops stay really cold, so if you have a marble or granite countertop, it's really good to roll your dough out on that. And we want these really big, lofty biscuits. So, and we want them flaky. So I'm going to fold that dough over. And why am I doing that? Because I want layers and layers, and all those little pieces of butter are going to make this fantastic. So roll that out. Go ahead, fold it over at least one more time, and then we'll start cutting. And now we've got layers of biscuit. And I go ahead and roll this out to about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch on the dough. And because it's just Michael and I, and well, I'm sharing this too, we don't need that much. I didn't make a huge batch of biscuit dough. So you get your cutter, and this has a nice scallopy edge. I like that for biscuits. And don't twist it, just pick it up. And I've got my baking tray here lined. Well, I've got foil down first, but I've also got parchment paper, and you have this beautiful, nice biscuit. And put that down. Get the rest of these cut. Get them in a 400-degree oven until they're golden brown. And I'm using my on-the-counter oven, so I save on power by not heating up the big oven for a roll, you know, a tray of biscuits. And when they're all done, I'll bring you back. Oh my gosh, the layers are trying to come apart. Super excited. Aren't these gorgeous? You can see the layers in that biscuit. That's what you get when you go ahead and fold that dough over and over, and your butter's super cold. Because what happens when it melts, it steams and puffs this dough up. It's fantastic. So we're just gonna take and pull this apart. Oh, yum. Grab some butter, because there's not enough butter in there, right? I think there is, but. And then you could put these biscuits on anything, or with anything, I should say. So I'm gonna go ahead and close that back up, give you a bite. I don't think I closed it back up correctly. Give you a bite and tell you what I think. It's so light. It would be fantastic with honey, I can tell you. I know I said that, but this biscuit is so light and buttery. You really don't even need butter. It's absolutely a winner. So I hope you try this. I hope that if this inspires you to make your own biscuits, you go ahead and share it on my Facebook page, send a picture, do an Instagram. I'm on Instagram, I'm on all the social medias. So go ahead and share it. And oh my goodness, you gotta make the soup I'm making to go with this. You guys, check out all the links. If you're not a subscriber, I hope you subscribe and you come back next time for another delicious recipe here at Linda's Pantry. All right, guys, see ya.